Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Barton Field in Urbandale. We're getting ready for Game 2 of your baseball doubleheader between your Bulldogs and the Jayhawks after Urbandale came from behind, scoring 6 runs over the 5th and 6th innings to beat Ottumwa 7-4 after the Bulldogs had led by 3 most of the way. So Ottumwa comes in at 16-4, Urbandale now 12-7. Let's look at the pitching matchup for Game 2. Ottumwa turning to right-handed senior Thomas Mitchell, making his 4th start. He is 1-2 with a 1.40 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 8 runs, only 3 earned, 4 walks, 5 hit batters, 13 strikeouts. Opponents only hitting 188 against Mitchell. Urbandale will counter with Zach Kane. Kane is a senior making his 2nd start, his 5th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 12.25 ERA, 4 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 9 runs, 7 of them earned, 5 walks, 3 hit batters, 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .455 against him. That's kind of an eyebrow raiser that he is their Game 2 pitcher. But if Ottumwa can swing the bats in a disciplined manner, they should be able to find some hits against Zach Kane based on his numbers, although the game not played on paper. Of course, it's played on the diamond right here in front of us here in Urbandale. Bulldogs looking for the split. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the Game 2 starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Getting ready for game 2 here in Urbandale between your Bullhog baseball team and the Jayhawks. Got some good news from across the street at the Jayhawks softball facility. Your Ottumwa softball team beats Urbandale 4-2. Getting the good word from our friend at the Ottumwa Courier, Scott Jackson, who tweets that Josie Lemons and Sam Weeks back-to-back RBI hits to open up the lead for Ottumwa. So the Bulldogs softball team looking to sweep the Jayhawks. That would be a nice boost for Mandy Moore's squad. And if we get an update on game 2, we'll pass it along. In the meantime, getting ready for game 2 in our baseball doubleheader. Bulldogs want the split here. Let's get you the game 2 starting lineup for Ottumwa. Leading off and playing right field, Blaze Rominger. Batting second, the shortstop, Mitch Wood. Jesus Jaime at third base bats third, and Adam Greiner, the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Trey Swartz at first base bats fifth. Carter Thompson, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Julian Moore catching and batting seventh. Tanner Shark in left field batting eighth. Batting ninth is the center fielder Colton McKinnon, and as we told you previously, on the mound for Ottumwa, right-handed senior Thomas Mitchell. For Urbandale, leading off and playing shortstop in game 2, Garrett Christensen. Batting second, the center fielder Drew Dykstra. Dylan Kuhl, the designated hitter, bats third, and batting cleanup is first baseman Sam Harris. Dawson Roberts at third base bats fifth. Jalen Ziegler in right field hitting sixth. Ethan Drown will catch and bat seventh. Reese Heinen in left field batting eighth. Batting ninth is the second baseman Camden Tronson. And on the mound for Urbandale is Zach Kane. They're just wrapping up the meeting at home plate between the umpires and the head coaches. John Yeager for Ottumwa, Jeremy Heinen for Urbandale. They're going to have the national anthem here in a few minutes before game 2 of our doubleheader. Bulldogs will continue to wear the red jerseys with the big gray stripe across the front. Within that wide stripe, you have red lettering Ottumwa, trimmed in white. White stripes above and below the gray area, and that extends to the arms, to the sleeves as well. Ottumwa wearing white pants with red trim and the red caps of the Ottumwa. Urbandale switched to their home whites. Still have the white cap with the navy brim and the Urbandale U for the logo. Navy numbers on the back. And I'm not getting a good look at the front of the jersey, but I think it says, it says Jayhawks in blue, trimmed in red. White pants, and some of the players wearing the high blue stirrups with red and white stripes. Barton Field, the home diamond for Urbandale. We've done several games here the past few years. Haven't had any success that we've seen. But Ottumwa, after losing the lead late in game 1, hoping to grab a lead and hang on to it here in game 2. Remember, after today, there's no broadcast tomorrow. But then on Saturday, we're making the very long drive all the way up to South Winneshiek High School in Northeast Iowa, where Ottumwa will play 2 games in the South Winneshiek Classic. Bulldogs will face Decorah at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and then the host team, South Winneshiek, at 3 o'clock. And that'll be our final broadcast of the week. Pardon me, that coming up Saturday afternoon. Then when we look ahead to next week, we'll get back into CIML Metro Conference action. And I'm bringing the schedule up on the smartphone now. On Monday, we'll be on the road at Des Moines East for softball beginning at 5 o'clock. That'll be a doubleheader. On Wednesday of next week, we're on the road for baseball at Des Moines Hoover, a doubleheader. On Thursday of next week, we're home for softball against Southeast Polk. And then on Friday, we head to Cedar Rapids for Ottumwa softball's 2 games in the Cedar Rapids-Jefferson tournament. It'll be good to get back there after not playing there a year ago in that COVID-shortened season. All right, they're about to have the national anthem here at Barton Field. We will take a 2-minute timeout. When we return, we'll have the first pitch of game 2, so keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ and on our live video stream. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Barton Field in Urbandale. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Game 2 between Ottumwa and Urbandale as your Bulldog baseball team looks for the split. Left-hander Zach Kane on the mound for the Jayhawks. The defense behind him, Reese Heinen in left, Drew Dykstra in center, Jalen Ziegler in right, Dawson Roberts at third, Garrett Christensen at short, Camden Tronson at second, Sam Harris at first, and Ethan Drown behind the plate. Drown was the Game 1 starting pitcher. Ottumwa knocked him out in the third inning. But the Bulldogs could not capitalize on opportunities to expand their 3-run lead. They came close. Mitch Wood with 2 out and the bases loaded in the third inning in Game 1 hit a high fly ball that Coach John Yeager told me after Game 1 came 5 feet short of going over the fence for a grand slam. But that's behind us. We're ready to start Game 2. Blaze Rominger stands in. 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in Game 1. And before the first pitch, Kane didn't like the sign he was getting and stepped off the rubber. Now he'll tow it up again. The first pitch of Game 2 is on the way, and it's taken high and away, ball 1. First pitch at 7:25. 92 degrees, partly sunny skies here in Urbandale. A south wind at 11 miles an hour that's blowing in from left. As the 1-0 is taken for a strike, 1-1. It was 101 degrees at first pitch in Game 1. It's 92 now, but it feels significantly cooler. The 1-1. There's a ground ball to the right side. Short hop picked up by Tronson. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Rominger grounds to second. And the batter, Mitch Wood. The shortstop was 2 for 4 in Game 1. 2 singles and an RBI, but again, just missing what would have been a game-altering grand slam. Also, in the interest of fairness, when he swung at that pitch, it was a 3-2 count. He likely swung at ball 4 up above the letters, but he still almost hit it out. First pitch here, breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. And Kane's numbers say he's hittable. 0-1 with a 12.25 ERA. A swing and a miss, though, by Wood, and the count is 0-2. One out, nobody on top first. Jesus Jaime on deck. And now Kane will step off the rubber again. Now he's ready for the 0-2. Chopped foul, third base side. We'll do it again. The Bulldog loss in Game 1 snapped a 9-game winning streak. Urbandale has now won 3 in a row. Tom would like to put that to an end here. Another 0-2 pitch to Wood. Outside, 1-2. Wood's done a lot of good hitting down on the count this year. One of his home runs yesterday at Roosevelt came on an 0-2 pitch. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, slow chopper to third, waiting on the second hop is Roberts. The throw to first is in time for out number 2. 2 down for Jesus Jaime, who was 1 for 4 with a double in Game 1. Ottumwa left 8 men on base in Game 1. Six of them, I believe, in scoring position. First pitch misses to Zeus, ball 1. The 1-0 offering, up high, 2-0. Hitters count for Zeus. Now the 2-0 pitch. Down and in, 3-0. Adam Greiner on deck. See if Zeus has a 3-0 green light right here. Pitch on the way. Down and in, ball 4. Wasn't even close enough to matter. A 4-pitch walk will put a man at first with 2 down, and here's Greiner. Adam was 1 for 4 in Game 1, was robbed of a second hit on a diving catch by Ziegler and Wright. Greiner digs in against the lefty. From the stretch now, the pitch well high, ball 1, and that's 5 straight out of the zone by Zach Kane. The lefty from the stretch, the 1-0. In the dirt all the way to the backstop, but that ricocheted right back to Drown, but Jaime had a good jump, and he's down to second on the wild pitch. 2-0 to Greiner now with the man in scoring position. A base hit could put Ottumwa in front. Greiner had this same situation in the first inning in Game 1, and he got an infield hit, so the run was not able to come home on the play, and Ottumwa eventually did not score in the first. See if Adam can write a different outcome in this at-bat. 2-0. And the pitch. Check swing chopper to the right side, slowly hit, fielded by Tronson at second. Throw to first in time. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, another man left in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the first. Bulldogs nothing, Jayhawks coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Of the first inning, Ottumwa unable to score in the top half, and now Thomas Mitchell will take the mound for his first inning of work. The defense behind him, Tanner Shark in left, Colton McKinnon in center, Blaze Rominger in right, Jesus Jaime at third, Mitch Wood at short, Carter Thompson at second, Trey Swartz at first, and Julian Moore behind the plate. Top three in the Urbandale order: Garrett Christensen, Drew Dykstra, Dylan Kuhl. Christensen, the catcher in game one, was 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. Mitchell will get two more warm-up throws here. Bulldogs again had their 9-game winning streak snapped in the opener here, trying to get back to their winning ways. You leave here with a split, you've still earned another win over a ranked team. Christensen will stand in. Left-handed hitter. First pitch for Mitchell tonight is in the dirt, ball one. Christensen squared around but did not offer. Now the 1-0. Missed up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The next offering from Mitchell, in there for a strike, 2-1. Mitchell has the sign from Julian Moore. The 2-1 pitch, line down the right field line, but that'll land foul in the corner. And the count evens at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Christensen, Dykstra, and Kuhl for Urbandale here in the first. No score. Mitchell's 2-2. Poke foul to the screen left side. Will stay at 2-2. Thomas gets the sign from Moore. Another 2-2 offering to Christensen. Breaking ball, popped it up. Back is Mitch Wood onto the grass in left center. Makes the catch for out number one. So stepping to the plate, center fielder Drew Dykstra. 0 for 3 in game one, was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Another left-handed batter for Urbandale. Mitchell's first offering. Outside corner, strike one. A lot of youngsters here. Urbandale inviting kids from their Little League to the games tonight. As that breaking ball catches the outside corner, 0-2 to Dykstra. One out, nobody on for Urbandale here in the bottom of the first. Mitchell's 0-2 offering. Fastball high, 1-2. Bulldogs, even with the game one loss, still 16-4. The best 20-game start for Coach Yeager in his 9 seasons. And we are now halfway through the 2021 campaign. The 1-2 pitch. Little liner, leaping catch by Jesus Jaime at 30s. Hits the ground, rolls over, and hangs on. And there are 2 down. And Zeus gets up hobbling. Might have turned an ankle a bit, but he's trying to walk it off. What a grab by Zeus. Hope you're watching that one on the live video. I'm going to put 2 exclamation points in the scorebook with that. Coach Yeager out of the dugout to make sure his third baseman is okay, and he only got a few steps onto the grass, and the home plate umpire's yelling at him. Boy, our home plate umpire is Barney Pfeifing it right here. Wow. He just told John Yeager, who cares what you think? Well, we see what we can expect when we come up to the metro area from umpires. I mean, Zeus was hobbling when he got up, and somehow that's not good enough for a manager to come out of the dugout and check on his player. First pitch of Dylan Cool fouled off 0-1. Two out, nobody on, and the next pitch, a breaking ball strike, 0-2. Mitchell gets his sign. Cool hit the big two-run homer that got Urbandale going in game one, and he lines it foul off to the right here, still 0-2. Still 0-2 to the left-handed batting DH Dylan Cool. I'm still shaking my head at the conduct of the home plate umpire when John Yeager was trying to come out to see if his third baseman was okay. The pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop, 1-2 to Cool. The wind and the pitch. Outside 2-2. Mitchell's 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side, right to Trey Swartz, who bobbles it but picks it up, steps on the bag in plenty of time, and it's a 1-2-3 first for Thomas Mitchell. After an inning, Bulldogs nothing, Jayhawks nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning. Ottumwa nothing, Urbandale nothing. Game 2 of our CIML doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Ottumwa will have Swartz, Thompson, and Moore due up against the left-hander Zach Kane. Trey Swartz in game 1 tonight was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch to Trey missed for ball 1. The lefty Kane winds and delivers, and Swartz fouls it straight back. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Long run for Carter Thompson to come pick up the foul ball. He'll head back to the on-deck circle. Pitch to Trey is high. Apparently that first pitch was a strike, so now it's 1-2. Working quickly, Kane to Swartz. Sails in high, 2-2. Swartz trying to get on to lead off the second inning. The 2-2 pitch. High fly ball down the line and right. Long run for Ziegler. He is not going to get there. That's a fair ball into the corner. Swartz around first, hustling for second. He will put on the brakes there with a leadoff double. Swartz going the other way down the right field line for 2 bases. And now an RBI chance for Carter Thompson. Thompson was 1 for 3 with a single and a sacrifice in game 1.
Carter Thompson.
Runner at second, nobody out. Does Thompson swing away here, or does Ottumwa try to bunt him to third? Urbandale has the corner infielders in, anticipating a bunt. Carter shows bunt early. The pitch is bunted first base side foul for strike 1. See if the bunt is still on here, Coach Yeager. Giving the codes to Swartz and Thompson. Luke Gomad at first checks his codes as well. 0-1 to Carter Thompson. Swartz at second, nobody out. The pitch taken on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. Thompson didn't like the call. He was not showing bunt there, and now with 2 strikes he will be swinging. Would like to go the other way if he could. There's a big hole on the right side of the infield. The second baseman, Tronson, trying to keep Swartz close over there. First baseman, Harris, is over towards the line a bit. Now the 0-2. And it's skied in the air to the right, out of play. We'll stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second and nobody out here in the top of the second for the Bulldogs. Trying to get the early lead in game 2. And now Kane will step off the rubber. Right back on, leans in to get the sign from his catcher, Ethan Drown. And now time called at the plate. Oh and 2. The pitch. Down low. Good eye by Carter. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the sophomore second baseman. I'm assuming next year he'll be the shortstop once Mitch Wood is off to Iowa. Right now facing a 1-2 count. The pitch on the outside corner of the breaking ball, strike 3, and there's 1 down. First strikeout for Zach Kane, and the batter Julian Moore, who didn't play in game 1.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 25, Julian Moore.
Moore hitting .286 with a double and 4 driven in. An on base of .444. He's drawn 4 walks. He's been hit by 2 pitches. Throw back to second. Swartz in standing up. Didn't have that big of a lead as Tronson, the second baseman, tried to sneak in behind him. Runner at second, now 1 down for Ottumwa. And now time called at the plate. And Urbandale's head coach, Jeremy Heinen, wants to talk to the home plate umpire about something. I'm not sure what this could be. Heinen doesn't look all that happy right now. Heinen is still talking as he backs up to the dugout. I really do not know what that conversation was about. As this pitch Gets away all the way to the back. Oh, wait, no, it hit him. It hit Moore. Looked like it was going to be a wild pitch, but instead it hit batter. Third time Julian's been hit this year, so he gets to go to first. The bad part is Swartz goes back to second. Would have been nice to have him at third with one out. Courtesy runner for Moore will be Lucas Barnes.
Now running at first base, number 22, Lucas.
And the batter is Tanner Shark.
Batting in, the left fielder, number 2, Tanner Sharp.
Shark was 0 for 2, did draw 2 walks and score a run in game 1. Well, in the first inning and a half, both head coaches appear to be unhappy with the home plate umpire for one reason or another. That pitch way outside, ball 1. I know what Coach Yeager was unhappy about. His player got hurt making a great play, and he got yelled at when he came out to check on his player. I don't know what Coach Heinen for Urbandale was upset about. Just can't seem to fathom. I'm not saying he didn't have an issue. I'm sure he did. And that pitch popped up, right side, foul territory. That'll get out of play. And the count goes to 1-1 on Shark. The situation didn't seem to lend itself to the Urbandale coach having anything to talk about. Ottumwa had a clean double, then their next guy struck out. And before the next batter even saw a pitch, Heinen was out talking to the umpire, and it was a calm discussion, but Heinen didn't look happy about something. Maybe we'll never know what it was. The 1-1 to Tanner. Breaking, that hit him in the helmet. He tried to duck out of the way of that breaking ball, and it hit him in the back of the head. And he's down in the batter's box. Coach Yeager walking down from his third base coaching box a little gingerly after the last time he tried to check on a player. Tanner's to his feet. Puts his helmet back on. He starts walking down the first baseline. Luke Gomat will meet him halfway. The bases are loaded with one out. The immediate concern for Ottumwa is if their left fielder, Tanner Shark, is okay. It was a breaking ball. That's the good news. But it did hit him square in the back of the head. He's going to go to first and play on. He's kind of rubbing the back of his head now. And before Colt McKinnon can bat, Urbandale's pitching coach wants to go out and chat with left-hander Zach Kane. There is activity in the Urbandale bullpen. Looks like they've got a right-hander throwing. And if I'm reading the number correctly, Jason Hart, a senior, is warming for the Jayhawks. And Urbandale starting Zach Kane, and kind of a head-scratcher because this would seem like an important game, not a conference game, but still an important game to Urbandale against a quality opponent. And Urbandale, after today, won't play again until they face Waukee on Monday, so they're not saving any pitchers for later this week. Kane has the start, and Kane is in trouble here. Bases loaded, one out. Let's see if Ottumwa can make him pay for the back-to-back hit batters. McKinnon stands in, lefty to righty, the pitch. In their first strike, 0-1. Colton was 1 for 3 with an RBI single in game 1. Now the 0-1. Down and in, all the way to the backstop. Swartz coming home. The ball ricochets back towards the catcher, but he can't pick it up cleanly. And Ottumwa leads 1-0 on a wild pitch. Swartz scores. Barnes to third. Shark to second. 1-1 to McKinnon, still with 2 men in scoring position. And just like game 1, Ottumwa takes advantage of some Urbandale miscues, couple hit batters and a wild pitch after the Swartz double, and they plate the first run. Now the 1-1 to McKinnon. Chopper to the right side, that'll get a run home. Backing up on it is Tronson, throw to first in time, but scoring is Barnes, and the Bulldogs lead 2-0. For McKinnon, that's RBI number 11 on the season. Back to the top of the order. And Blaze Rominger, who grounded to second his first time up. Or check that. Miles Sainer is going to bat here for Blaze.
Once again, we want to remind everybody all foul balls need to be returned to the Urbandale dugout.
Well, this is an interesting development. I'm not sure why Blaze is being lifted from Miles here.
That helps us out a great deal. We thank you very, very
Sainer pinch hit in the 7th inning in Game 1 and struck out looking. That was against the closer, Sam Harris, for Urbandale. Here he bats against Zach Kane, runner at third, 2 down. And the pitch. Up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 offering. Late swing and a miss, and we're even at a ball and a strike. I'm not sure what the issue with Blaze is or if he'll come back in the game. He can re-enter once. He grounded out to start the game. As the 1-1 here, breaking ball outside corner, strike 2. He wasn't involved in any plays in the bottom of the first inning. Now lifted for Sainer here, the 1-2. Chopper slowly left side, could be a tough play. Roberts bare hands, throws to first, and it gets away. It bounced past the first baseman Harris. The run scores. Down to second goes Sainer. It's 3-0. And we'll see how they score this one. Dawson Roberts managed to catch it with the bare hand cleanly, but then one hop the throw past the first baseman Harris. They put an error on the board all the way for Roberts, so that's an unearned run, but Ottumwa again at 3 spot in the second inning, just like Game 1, and they've got a man at second with 2 down for Mitch Wood, who grounded to third his first time up. First pitch, high, ball 1. This is a bit of a pick your poison moment for Urbandale. First base is open with 2 out, but if you pitch around Mitch Wood, you have to pitch to Jesus Jaime. The 1-0, high and away, 2-0. Nothing Ottumwa here. On just one hit, they've taken advantage again of Urbandale's miscues. The 2-0. Sails over the head of the catcher all the way to the backstop. Very wild pitch. Down to third goes Sainer. It's 3-0 to Wood. And if I'm Sainer, I'm going to be getting my lead down the third baseline, ready to go home in case Kane uncorks another one, but he may not get the chance. Head coach Jeremy Heinen for Urbandale out of the dugout, and I think that's going to be all for Zach Kane. He won't get out of the second inning. It's a pitching change for Urbandale. We'll take 30 seconds, come back and tell you about the right-hander coming in on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new Urbandale pitcher is right-hander Zach Hart. The senior is making his 5th appearance. He has 1 start. He's 1-0 with an ERA of an even 1. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 earned. 4 walks, 1 hit batter, 6 strikeouts, opponents hitting 148 against him. Seems like in both of these games, Urbandale's counting on its bullpen to see it through. He'll face Mitch Wood with a 3-0 count. Or pardon me, they have just put Wood on, and now it's Jaime. First and third, and the pitch skied in the air, left side foul. Long run for everybody, and that will end up out of play on the left side, deep down the left field line for strike 1. Zeus walked his first time up. Oh, 0-1 to Jaime. Sainer at third, Wood at first. The 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. Ottumwa leading 3-0, a chance for more. They had this same opportunity in game one and couldn't quite convert. Now the 0-2. In the dirt. Got away a little bit from Drown, the catcher, but no chance for Sander to score, and Wood will hang on at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Ground ball foul left side. And Jaime stays alive at 1-2. Zach Kane only threw 39 pitches in an inning and 2/3. He's been charged with 3 runs, 2 earned. Responsible for the 2 runners on base. The 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2. He only gave up 1 hit. He'll be charged with that intentional walk as Zeus swings and misses, strike 3. And the inning is over, but Ottumwa does get 3 runs on 1 hit, a couple of hit batters, 1 error, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Ottumwa 3, Urbandale 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa for the second straight game has a 3-0 lead against Urbandale. The Bulldogs eventually couldn't hold the lead in game one. They'll get another opportunity here. Thomas Mitchell set the Jayhawks down in order in the first inning, so he'll face Sam Harris, Dawson Roberts, and Jalen Ziegler here in the second. The final line on Urbandale starter Zach Kane, 1 2/3 innings pitched. 3 runs, 2 of them earned on just 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 2 hit batters, and 39 pitches thrown. Make it 2 walks. Sam Harris was 2 for 4 in game one. His solo homer, the second of back-to-back shots, tied the game at 4 in the 5th inning, and Urbandale would score 3 unearned runs in the 6th and win it 7-4. Mitchell's first pitch here is in the dirt, ball 1. Righty to lefty, as is often the case against Urbandale. That pitch bounces in there all the way to the backstop, 2-0. Hitters count for Harris here. Thomas is 2-0. That's a letter high strike, 2-1. Mitchell gets the sign from Moore. And the 2-1. Ground ball right side in the hole. That's through for a base hit. Not hit hard, but a high chopper in the perfect spot. First hit for Urbandale. And the batter, Dawson Roberts, was 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run scored in game one. Always a little frustrating when a ground ball not hit very hard just happens to be right where the hole is. Here at Barton Field, that's even more frustrating for Ottumwa. That pitch is high, ball 1. The final play of that heartbreaking sub-state final loss in 2016 was a ground ball to the right side with the bases loaded and 2 out that took about 37 hops and somehow got through the hole. Here's the 1-0. On the inside corner, strike 1. Harris a short lead at first. As Mitchell comes set, the 1-1. A little bit low, 2-1. Sam Harris does not have a stolen base attempt this year. Mitchell, though, still varying the cadence of his delivery. The 2-1. Up and in, 3-1. Hitters count for Roberts with the man on first and nobody out, bottom second. Mitchell's 3-1. A little bit high, ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but now it's 2 on and nobody out. Jalen Ziegler, the batter. 0 for 2 of the walk in game 1.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 26, Jalen Ziegler.
Would Urbandale bunt here? Try to get 2 men in scoring position. Ziegler's a .348 hitter. He does not have a sacrifice this year. Mitchell's first pitch, he shows bunt, bunts it foul as Julian Moore grabs it in foul territory for strike 1. When he squared around, Jesus Jaime charged in from third. Got the bottom third of the order coming up after this. I think Ottumwa would gladly take the sacrifice, give them the out, and with 1 out, let Mitchell go to work and see if he can get out of the jam. Don't try to do anything too foolish. Make sure you get the out. 0-1. The next offering, bunt shown, bunted back to the mound. He'll go to first for the out, 1-3 on the sacrifice, as Thomas Mitchell makes the safe play. Harris at third, Roberts at second, 1 out for Ethan Drown, who didn't bat in game 1. He was the starting pitcher. He's a .209 hitter, 4 doubles and a triple, 5 runs batted in. So he hasn't hit well, but 5 of his 9 hits are for extra bases. He has struck out 17 times. Mitchell, not a big strikeout guy, but he could use one here. The pitch. Popped it up. That'll work. Out is Mitch Wood, and he'll make the catch for out number 2 as the runners have to hold. And the batter, Reese Heinen, who has not been a good hitter this season. He was 0 for 3 in game 1, and he's now 4 for 47 on the season. Urbandale had first and second, nobody out. They decided to bunt the runners to second and third, but they're still there with 2 away, and you've got a guy hitting under 100 at the plate. Ottumwa should get out of this, but they got to execute. Breaking ball strike on the inside corner, 0-1. 3-0 Bulldogs. Urbandale trying to get 1 or 2 of them back at least here in the bottom of the second. Mitchell winds with runners at second and third, and the pitch a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harris the runner at third, Roberts the runner at second. Heinen at the plate. The 1-1. Breaking ball liner on a hop. Mitch Wood fields it cleanly. Throw to first, inning over. Tough play for Mitch. The runner was trying to shield him, but the inning is over, and Urbandale's threat goes by the boards. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the second, or pardon me, go to the third. Ottumwa 3, Urbandale nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Ottumwa 3, Urbandale nothing, as the Bulldogs look for a split against the number 10 Jayhawks. It'll be Griner, Swartz, and Thompson against right-handed reliever Jason Hart, who Urbandale went to maybe earlier than they wanted to. Griner grounded out his first time up, and he hits a fly ball to left center. That's pretty well hit, and it's in the gap, and that's going to land and bounce up against the fence. Griner around first on his way to second, and the big junior has a leadoff double. Second inning in a row, Ottumwa was led off with a two-bagger. Swartz did it last inning. So he's at second for Trey Swartz. Jason Hart came into the day with an ERA of an even 1.00. It's been tough to score on. As Swartz takes a strike 0-1. But a leadoff double gives Ottumwa a chance to add to the 3-0 lead. 0-1 to Swartz. No sign of a bunt here. Trey is the guy Ottumwa would rather have swing away. Now he shows bunt. And it's up the third base line, but foul. He tried to bunt a high breaking ball. Couldn't keep it fair, and it's 0-2. That would have been interesting had it stayed fair because the third baseman Roberts was not playing in. Trey might have been able to bunt his way on, but now 0-2. And you're not going to ask him to bunt with two strikes because, of course, a foul bunt with two strikes is a strikeout. Two to Swartz. Would love to at least hit it to the right side, move the runner over. The pitch. Chopper left side, and that'll bounce foul near the bag. That ball was hit slowly enough that Trey would have had a chance to beat it out had it stayed fair down the line. Roberts fielded it behind the bag. Still 0-2 to the Bulldog first baseman. No balls, two strikes. The pitch. High fly ball to left center. Pretty well hit, still going back, but now coming in and nearly dropping it, but making the catch as the center fielder Dykstra. Griner tagged and went about a third of the way to third base. Dykstra for a moment didn't notice, but then he got it back in, and Adam went back to second. One down. That wind is still blowing in from left. And Dykstra, after thinking he'd gotten under it, nearly saw it fall short. Carter Thompson, the batter, called out on strikes his first time up. Griner at second now, one down in the pitch. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly by Roberts. Looks the runner back throw to first in time. Griner's trying to get to third, and he'll get there without a throw. So that might have caught the first baseman Harris off guard a bit. Thompson retired 5-3, but Griner, after being looked back, took off on the Roberts throw, and he gets to third. We'll see if that pays any dividends with Julian Moore at the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. His courtesy runner, Lucas Barnes, eventually came around to score. First pitch to Moore here. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Like Thomas Mitchell would like that call on those pitches around the knees. Two out, a runner at third. 0-1 to Moore. Righty to righty, the pitch. Chop foul left side, 0-2. Moore's got a battle here, down 0-2. 3-0 Ottumwa top three. Griner at third, two down. He led the inning off with a double. That pitch lined back up the middle into center field, base hit on an 0-2 pitch. Julian Moore comes through with the RBI single. It's 4-0 Bulldogs. Big hit for the senior. And for Moore, that's RBI number 5 on the season. Lucas Barnes will be his courtesy runner again. And for the second inning in a row, Ottumwa cashes in a leadoff double. Tanner Shark, the batter, hit by a pitch in the head, but stayed in the game and scored a run last inning. Shark, the left-handed hitting sophomore, digs in. The pitch. High, ball one. Ottumwa able to tack on a run to the lead. The pitch. Outside, 2-0. Hitters count for Shark. The 2-0 pitch. In the dirt, 3-0. And Hart looks a little unsure of himself after giving up that RBI single to Moore. Colton McKinnon on deck. The 3-0. Low and away, ball four. A 4-pitch walk, and all of a sudden Ottumwa's got first and second for McKinnon, who hit an RBI ground out his first time up in this game. First pitch to Colton, lifted in the air, foul off to the right, out of play for strike one. Four nothing Ottumwa. A run home here in the frame, now 2 on and 2 out. The 0-1. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Miles Sainer on deck. Again, he came on in the top of the second inning, pinch hit for Blaze Rominger and stayed in the game in the outfield. The 1-1 on the outside corner to McKinnon, and he's down in the count 1-2. Colton has to protect the plate. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. Griner doubled, Swartz flew out, Carter grounded out, moving Griner to third. Moore with the RBI single. Barnes ran for him, Shark walked. Now the pitch to McKinnon. Ground ball left side, fielded in the hole by Christensen. The throw across is low and unable to be fielded by the first baseman Harris. He knocked the ball down back towards the pitcher. He lost his glove. And for a moment I thought that Barnes might try to come home, but he stays at third. That should be an error on the shortstop, Christensen, and they are loaded now for Sainer, who reached on an error when he pinch hit in the second inning. Well, it's a 2-out chance, and you don't have your normal leadoff hitter in there now, but Ottumwa with an opportunity to really break game 2 open. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. That pitch came inside on him a bit. Oh, 0-1 to Miles. That's called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Well, Moore was down 0-2, hit an RBI single. McKinnon was down in the count, ended up reaching on an error. Sainer's got to make contact here and force Urbandale to make a play at least. Breaking ball lifted in the air, down the line and right. Long run for the right fielder, Ziegler, but he makes the catch right on the line to retire the side. Ottumwa does get a run on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and the Bulldogs leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa 4, Urbandale nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Third inning, Ottumwa has increased its lead to 4-0. They made a bid after they scored that 2-out run to really make it a big inning, loading the bases, but the fly ball down the line and right, hit by Sainer, was run down by Ziegler. I'm not sure if that would have landed fair or foul. If that had gotten down fair, it would have scored at least 2, and if it had gotten by Ziegler, well, it could have been a 3-run hit, but as it is, Ottumwa does lead 4-0. And it'll be 9-1-2 for Urbandale, Camden Tronson, then Garrett Christensen and Drew Dykstra. Tronson was 0 for 3, reached base twice on an error in game 1. First pitch from Thomas Mitchell here, outside corner strike to the left-handed batter, 0-1. Mitchell into his wind in the 0-1. Way outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-0 Ottumwa here in the bottom of the 3rd. The next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 to Tronson. Ottumwa had 4 runs after 3 innings in game 1. They led 4-1 at that point, but gave up 3 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. Hoping for a better result here in game 2. The 1-2 pitch, fouled down the left field line, out of play. And we stay at 1-2. Mitchell in the windup. And the right-hander's 1-2. A little bit low, 2-2. It seemed like a couple of borderline low pitches were called strikes in the top half of this inning. See what Mitchell has in store for the 2-2 pitch to the number 9 hitter Tronson. On its way. High, 3-2. Well, Mitchell pitched around a leadoff single in the 2nd inning. He actually pitched around a single and a walk. Didn't give up a run. Now he's 3-2 to lead off the 3rd to Tronson. The right-hander's payoff pitch. Breaking ball stayed high, ball 4. He was ahead 1-2, and then 3 straight balls to issue the leadoff walk. Well, those are things you can't do anytime, but when you're holding the lead and your team's added to the lead, you want to put a 0 on the board, and putting the leadoff guy on, not the best way to do it. Garrett Christensen, the leadoff hitter, stands in. Popped out to short his first time up. Bulldog middle infield, actually all the infield hoping for a ground ball to turn 2. First pitch in the dirt, got away from Moore, and down to second on the wild pitch goes Tronson. 1-0 to Christensen. I was about to tell you that what Tronson's base stealing numbers were. 6 for 7 on the year. The pitch, swing and a foul back. And the count even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Christensen. Runner at second, nobody out for Urbandale here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ottumwa right now leading 4-0. Time called at the plate. The sun no longer a factor on the field. The lights haven't really taken full effect yet. The wind has picked up a little bit, blowing in from left. Pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Mitchell from the stretch, the pitch. Popped up, foul, backing out of play, I think left side. Yep, it'll get over by the concession stand. And it's 2-2. Jesus Jaime, a long run into that expansive foul territory in left. Just shy of the bullpen mounds that are in play in foul territory. Urbandale, by the way, has a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Cal Carlson is up. Mitchell's 2-2 to Christensen. Line into center, coming on and slipping as it bounces over him is McKinnon. Around 3rd and coming home to score is Tronson, and it's 4-1. McKinnon did get enough leather on it to keep Christensen to his RBI single. McKinnon was thinking he could make a catch on that, then at the last moment realized he wasn't going to get there, tried to pull up, play it on the hop, and slipped. but did manage to deflect it. The leadoff walk immediately comes back to Haunt Thomas Mitchell. Now a man at first, nobody out for Drew Dykstra. Dykstra lined out to third on a great leaping play by Jesus Jaime in the first inning. First pitch here, a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Christensen at first, 5 for 5 in stolen base tries. Doesn't have a big lead here, the 0-1. Ground ball back up the middle, fielded by Thompson, steps on second, throw to first in time. A double play, and there's 2 out and nobody on. I don't know if Mitchell deflected that or if it bounced off the mound. It came to Thompson, who was heading over towards the bag. Bobbled it but didn't drop it and managed to turn 2. For now, we're going to put that in as a 1-6-3. We'll say Mitchell got a piece of it. 1-4-3, pardon me, second baseman. 2 out, nobody on for Dylan Cool, who grounded to first his first time up. Well, after giving up the run, that was something Thomas Mitchell needed, and he got it. First pitch. Outside corner strike, 0-1. Oh-1 to the big slugger who hit his 5th home run of the season in Game 1. Mitchell winds and delivers. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. After the heat of the day, it's turning into a pleasant evening here in the Des Moines metro area. That pitch up high to Cool, 2-1. K-U-E-H-L, if I hadn't been told, I would say Keel, but Dylan Cool is how he pronounces it. 2 balls and a strike. Mitchell's next pitch, lined up the middle into center, base hit. 2-out single will bring up Sam Harris, who singled his first time up. Cool getting the 3rd hit of the game for the Jayhawks. Almost said Rough Riders. Urbandale's home jerseys are a lot like Roosevelt's home jerseys. White with navy. Although Urbandale has a little bit of red trim, that differentiates them. First pitch. In the dirt, good stop by Moore. Ball 1 to Harris. Urbandale kind of like Ottumwa in that they don't have a lot of big bats, but they have 2 big ones. For Ottumwa, it's Wood and Jaime. For Urbandale, it's Cool and Harris. The 1-0. Inside 2-0. Ottumwa leading 4-1. Urbandale with a run home here in the 3rd. 2 out and a man at first. Cool, not a big base runner, I don't believe. Doesn't have a stolen base try this year. But a 2-0 count to the left-handed batting Harris. The pitch. Inside off the glove of Moore. Down to second goes Cool on a passed ball. It's 3-0. Boy, if I'm Ottumwa here, I might just put Harris on and deal with Dawson Roberts. 3-0 to the big left-handed first baseman. They'll pitch to him, at least they'll pretend to. The 3-0. And he swings and chops it foul right side. 3-1. If you do pitch to him, you don't give in and just throw a fastball down the middle. Something off speed, something with movement, something to try to mess up his timing. 3-1 the count. Mitchell gave up a run, then got a double play, then gave up a single, and then a pass ball, put the runner in scoring position. Now the 3-1 to Harris. Swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball down out of the zone, 3-2. Well, still with first base open, I wouldn't put anything, certainly not in the center of the zone, maybe right on the edge. Would he chase another good curveball here? Maybe a fastball shoulder high? Got some options here, 3-2, 2-out runner at second. The payoff. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, and Mitchell comes all the way back to get the big strikeout and end the inning. Urbandale does get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1 after 3. Bulldogs 4, Jayhawks 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning. Ottumwa 4, Urbandale 1. Pretty much the same situation we had in game 1. Bulldogs would not score again, and Urbandale would come back to win. So Ottumwa here would certainly like to add on to their lead. 2, 3, and 4, Wood, Jaime, and Griner due up for OHS. Mitch 0 for 1 with an intentional walk. Jason Hart still on the mound in relief for the Jayhawks. The right-hander's pitch to Wood. Sails up and in as Mitch ducks out of the way, ball 1. Hart has thrown an inning and a third. He's allowed a run on 2 hits. As that pitch is in the dirt, Mitch checks his swing and the count 2-0. Hart has struck out 1 and has walked 1 to this point. Now the 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Each of the last 2 innings, Ottumwa was led off with a double. Swartz in the second, Griner in the third. The 2-1 is downstairs to Mitch, and he's got the sluggers count 3-1. Hart from the windup, the 3-1 to Mitch. Downstairs, ball 4. A leadoff walk to start the 4th inning, and here's Jesus Jaime, who has walked and struck out 0 for 1 in game 2. Hoping for a better result this time than last time. He faced Hart with 2 outs in the second, runners on the corners, and struck out after a long at-bat. First pitch here. High chopper to third, waiting on it. Roberts fields it cleanly, throws to second. Did they get him or did they pull him off the bag? No, they called him out at second. Tronson held the bag long enough. Or now they say Mitch Wood was leaving the base, and then his coach was telling him to get back, and then the umpire says, no, I called you out. So Wood is out at second. Some confusion there. There's 1 down. Couldn't tell from here whether Camden Tronson held the bag. So Jaime safe at first on the fielder's choice. Wood retired 5-4. Adam Griner 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored, stands in. First pitch from Hart. Ground ball left side in the hole, backhanded by Christensen. Long throw to first is in time for the out. Down to second goes Jaime. And he's in scoring position for Trey Swartz, who's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 4-1 Ottumwa, 2 down, top of the 4th. Would love to just keep tacking on runs to this lead. Never feel like you're safe playing Urbandale in their home park. The pitch. Swing and a foul back, 0-1. There is a large gap in right center field. There's also a big hole on the right side of the infield. Now the 0-1. In the dirt, he swung at it and missed. It bounces away from the catcher Drown, and Jaime alertly takes third. It's a wild pitch, but it's also a strike. And Swartz down on the count 0-2. Trey wanted to take an outside pitch the other way, but he was so eager to do it, he chased a pitch in the dirt. Now he's got to protect 0-2. But any kind of a base hit now will score the runner from third. The pitch, high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wood walked, forced out at second on Jaime's grounder. Jaime went to second on Griner's grounder. Now a swing and a miss by Trey, strike 3. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ottumwa still leading 4-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Fourth inning, Ottumwa still leading Urbandale 4-1. Bulldogs trying to split this doubleheader tonight against the number 10 team in Class 4A, according to the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association. Roberts, Ziegler, and Drown, 5, 6, and 7 due up for Urbandale. Roberts walked his first time up. Mitchell's allowed the leadoff man to get on each of the last 2 innings. It cost him a run in the 3rd. First pitch here, downstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the Urbandale third baseman. And the pitch, skied in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. Count evens at a ball and a strike. One and one to Roberts. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Feels like Mitchell's been behind more hitters than he's been ahead. As his 2-1 pitch, he is downstairs, 3-1. You are getting down to the bottom part of the order, but you'd like to spend 2 innings down there, not 1. 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Second straight inning that Urbandale has drawn a leadoff walk. Jalen Ziegler, the batter, a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Will Urbandale bunt here down 3? They bunted with first and second in the second inning. They did move runners to second and third with only 1 out, but they didn't score that inning. Ziegler, a 340 hitter, 340 plus coming in. First pitch, swinging away, ground ball left side. Wood charges it, his only play is to first, and it's not in time as Ziegler beats the wrap. Infield hit, first and second, nobody out. The batter is the catcher, Ethan Brown, who popped out his first time up. Ethan Drown, pardon me, not Brown. Urbandale bunted in this situation before. Will they do so again? And I think Ottumwa would welcome it because you've got 8 and 9 hitters coming up after Drown. First pitch on the way. Low and away, ball 1. No sign of a bunt yet. Oh, 1-1 to the Urbandale catcher. Pardon me, 1-0. The next offering. Inside, 2-0. Mitchell's thrown 63 pitches here with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody up yet in the Ottumwa pen. Ottumwa doesn't want to go to the pen yet. 2-0 count to Drown. The pitch, high, 3-0. with Reese Heinen on deck. And now Julian Moore out to talk to Mitchell, trying to settle him down. Drown is only a 209 hitter. Drown's a 209 hitter. Heinen came in 091. Tronson, the number 9 hitter, came in at 205. This is the part of the order where you just got to throw strikes, as these hitters have not been performing all that well. But a walk at an infield hit, now a 3-0 count to Drown. Roberts at second, Ziegler at first. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. And there may be activity about to start in the Ottumwa pen. I think Adam Griner's going down there with the ball. Mitchell's 3-1. High ball 4. Boy, that looked like it was at the letters, but we're not getting any calls in that part of the zone tonight. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Now, you do have 8 and 9 coming up, Heinen and Tronson. We will get a courtesy runner for the catcher Drown. That'll be Caleb German. Heinen grounded to short his first time up. Corner infielders are in. Middle infielders want to turn 2. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Griner is starting to throw in the pen, and if Mitchell can't throw strikes, Adams going to have to get warm in a hurry. One and 0 the count. The pitch. Off the plate outside, I guess, 2-0. And now Mitchell frustrated. He feels like he's gotten a couple of them in there and he's not getting any calls. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Heinen has shown some trouble catching up to a good fastball tonight in both games. 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss again. 2-2. Just rear back and throw it by him. Bases loaded and nobody out. Ottumwa's 4-1 lead in jeopardy. Mitchell's 2-2 to Heinen. Ground ball foul, third base side. We'll do it again. No place to put him. 2-2. Don't want to get to 3-2. Got to keep throwing strikes. Another 2-2 pitch. Pop up, shallow right. Coming in is Sainer. He'll make the catch. The runner tags. Here's the throw to the plate, the relay to the plate, the catch, the tag, and out at the plate is Roberts. A double play, and there's 2 down. Sainer to Swartz to Moore, and Ottumwa's got a way to get out of the inning now. Roberts retired 9-3-2. Heinen flies out into a double play, and the batter is Camden Tronson, who walked and scored his first time up. Runner still at the corners and 2 down as Ziegler advanced to third on the throw to the plate. Now Mitchell has a chance to get out of what was bases loaded, nobody out. Got to get through the left-handed hitting second baseman Tronson. Big lead. Urbandale might be trying to steal a run here. Mitchell running at the runner, throw to second, they tag him out, and the run did not cross the plate, and Ottumwa's out of the inning. German at first tried to get himself in a pickle so the runner from third could score, but Ottumwa got the out before it could happen. No runs, 1 hit, and they end up only having 1 left on base. After 4, Bulldogs 4, Jayhawks 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
For the fifth inning, and Ottumwa still leading 4-1. Executing well defensively and taking advantage of Urbandale's inability to execute what they wanted to do. Now let's see if Ottumwa can add to the lead. Leading off, Carter Thompson against Jason Hart. A swing and a chopper back to the mound. Hart waits on the second hop, throws to first in time for out number 1. That'll bring up Julian Moore, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning and hit an RBI single in the third. Not only did Ottumwa get out of the inning, as the pitch to Moore is taken up high, ball 1, but because Urbandale ran themselves out of the inning for the final out before Camden Tronson could bat, Tronson will lead off the next inning, the number 9 hitter, instead of the top of the order. Pitch downstairs to Moore, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch misses low, and it's 3-0. The wind by Hart, the 3-0. Moore taking all the way, and it's off the plate, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Moore. He's been on all 3 times. Once again, Lucas Barnes will be his courtesy runner. He's there with 1 out for Tanner Shark, who has reached twice. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's walked. He's scored a run. First pitch up and into Tanner, who's already been hit in the head by a pitch once in this game. Ball 1. The 1-0 checked his swing. Pitch was outside. Thought they were going to appeal the swing. They do not. The count 2-0 to Shark. That's 6 straight out of the zone, thrown by Hart. That pitch off the plate. Shark checks his swing again, and it's 3-0. Urbandale wants an appeal to the base umpire, and he says no swing. 3 balls, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Ottumwa leading 4-1. The pitch. Strike at the knees, 3-1. Shark taking all the way after Ottumwa had seen 7 straight out of the zone, but that time Hart able to bring it in. Nobody up in the Urbandale pen, but they did have a pitcher warming earlier. Time called at the plate. Now Shark digs back in. The 3-1. Popped up, foul left side, could be playable. It'll be the catcher, Drown, to make the catch. About halfway between the dugout and the third base line for out number 2. So the inning up to Colton McKinnon, who is 0 for 2. He does have an RBI ground out, and he's reached on an air. 4-1 Ottumwa, top 5. Runner on first and 2 down. Very short lead for Barnes over there. The pitch popped foul and out of play by McKinnon. Ball 1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldogs center fielder. Ottumwa 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Urbandale 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors. The pitch. Breaking ball, runner goes, throw down to second. Not in time. Good effort by the second baseman, Tronson, just to keep that ball from going into center. Barnes steals the base. I believe the pitch was a ball. Scoreboard shows a 1-1 count to McKinnon. For Barnes, that's his 3rd steal of the year. The pitch poked down the right field line, but foul. So it's either 0-2 or 1-2. Definitely 2 strikes now on McKinnon. Barnes at second with 2 down. The kick and the pitch. Low. And it's 1-2. So the pitch where Barnes stole second was a strike. Now 1-2 to McKinnon. Big hole on the right side. If McKinnon gets a pitch, he can roll through there. The 1-2. Bounced in there all the way to the backstop. And down to third goes Barnes on a wild pitch. 2-2 to McKinnon, and now a base hit would definitely score the run. And if you're Barnes at third, you got to be alert for another one in the dirt. The 2-2 pitch. High, 3-2. Top of the order, Sainer on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes, the payoff. In the dirt, ball 4, and Drown had to keep that from getting away. Second walk of the inning by Hart. And the batter is Sainer, who is 0 for 2, has reached on an error and fly to right since coming into the game, but he's not going to face Hart. Jeremy Heinen, the head coach of Urbandale, out of the dugout. Now, he doesn't have to change pitchers yet. This is the first visit of the inning, but usually he comes with the hook from what we've seen, although right now he's just having a conference. The pitcher they had warming up earlier, I think, was Cal Carlson. I thought it was 34. No sign of a pitching change yet. Well, Carlson doesn't have any pitching stats, so perhaps I was wrong about the number. But right now it doesn't matter as they're going to leave Jason Hart on the mound. Hart has been touched for 1 run in 3.0 innings of work. Remember, he came on, got the last out of the second inning. Worked the third and the fourth and has retired 2 here in the 5th. But Ottumwa has runners on the corners for Sainer. The pitch. Lined into center field, base hit, RBI single for Miles Sainer. It is 5-1. Big hit for the junior. Stopping at second is McKinnon. Now there's 2 on for Wood. Mitch is 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. For Sainer, that's RBI number 5, and it comes at a big time. They're going to let Hart face Wood here. First and second, 2 down. The pitch. That's grounded sharply foul right at John Yeager, who gets out of the way somehow. And it's 0-1. Light starting to take a fuller effect on the field here at Barton Field. Still some light in the sky. A fly ball above the lights. We're getting towards that point in the evening where it might be hard to see. Now the 0-1. Bounced in there. Nice stop by Drown. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKinnon at second, Sainer at first. You've got excellent speed out there. A base hit to the outfield would score a run, you would think. A gapper could score 2. 1-1 to Mitch Wood. 5-1 Ottumwa in the 5th. The pitch. A little looper into right center. That is down for a base hit. Running all the way, racing home, and beating the throw home is McKinnon. Getting into third is Sainer. RBI single Mitch Wood. It is 6-1. Just a flare over second base. And with 2 out, McKinnon running all the way. They tried to throw home, but they were never going to get the speedy center fielder. And it's 6-1 with Jesus Jaime due up, and he's not going to face Hart. They left Hart in to face Wood, and Wood made them pay. So now Urbandale coach Heinen back to the mound, presumably to bring in another pitcher. He takes the ball away. It'll be a pitching change for Urbandale. We'll take 30 seconds and tell you who the new pitcher is on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new Urbandale pitcher is, in fact, junior Cal Carlson. And the Urbandale pitching stats do not show him having pitched in a varsity game this year. So this is possibly his varsity debut on the mound. I'm not sure if he threw it all last year or the year before. But that seems a little unlikely given that Urbandale has not gone to him in a varsity game this year until their 20th game of the season. Ottumwa leading Urbandale now 6-1. Runners on the corners and 2 out, 2 already in here in the top of the 5th as the Bulldogs doing what they couldn't do in game 1, adding on to their lead after going ahead early. Jason Hart threw 3 innings in relief. He's been charged with 3 runs on 4 hits. All the runs are earned. Walking 4 and striking out 1. Pardon me, 2. 58 pitches and responsible for the 2 runners on base. Jesus Jaime 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch from Carlson in the stretch, and it's fouled back 0-1. Adam Greiner had just come out on deck. He didn't see the foul ball. Now he comes and gets it from behind the plate. Oh, 0-1 to Zeus. Bulldogs up 5, really trying to break it open. 2 down, though. The pitch. Outside corner strike, 0-2. Six runs on only 5 hits for Ottumwa. The Bulldogs have drawn 6 walks and taken advantage of a couple of Urbandale errors. Also a couple of hit batters. The 0-2. Hit in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. We'll do it again. Well, every time a foul ball gets out of play, or not all, but some of those Urbandale Little Leaguers that are here go racing after it. Everybody wants the privilege of bringing it back to the dugout. Still 0-2 to Zeus. Sainer at third, Wood at first. The pitch. Outside, 1-2. Six-1 Bulldogs in the top of the 5th. We'd love to get more. Carlson kicks and delivers. Lined into right field. Ziegler going back. That's going to be over his head and all the way to the fence. 1 run is already in. Wood being wheeled around third. The throw comes to the cutoff man. The relay throw sails over the plate. On the throw, Jaime goes to third. 2-run double. Ottumwa leads 8-1. And for Jesus Jaime, that's RBIs 15 and 16 on the season. 3 straight hits with 2 out. And the batter, Adam Greiner, 1 for 3 with a double and a run. I'm not sure why that relay throw was even made. They were not going to get Mitch Wood at the plate. First pitch here to Adam. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Greiner, the 8th man to bat in the inning. 4 runs have come home. And Ottumwa doing here in Game 2 what they did not do in Game 1. Building on their lead. Greiner swings at a pitch up in his eyes and fouls it back 0-2. That got a small exclamation of annoyance from his dad over there sitting behind the fence on the third base side. 0-2 to Adam. Carlson's pitch. Up and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, Zeus doubled with a 1-2 count. Let's see if Greiner can do the same. Jaime at third, hoping Adam can bring him in. Carlson from the wind with a man at third, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. But Ottumwa tacks on 4 more runs on 3 hits and a couple of walks. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs ahead 8-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa with a 4 spot in the top half. They now lead Urbandale 8-1 as the Bulldogs look for a split of this doubleheader. In both games, we can see how small moments have turned the tide or become big moments. In Game 1, Ottumwa had a 4-1 lead. 2 out and a runner on first. Dylan Cool at bat. Cool took a 2-2 pitch. Ottumwa thought it was strike 3. It was called outside. The next pitch was hit over the fence for a 2-run homer, and that launched Urbandale's comeback. Tonight, or I shouldn't say this is all tonight, but in Game 2, we'll get to that in a moment, as Camden Tronson leads off the 5th inning, and Thomas Mitchell's pitch is popped up left side. Mitch Wood drifting back onto the outfield grass makes the catch for out number 1. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Urbandale loaded the bases with nobody out. They tried to play to run, and remember, they were only down 3 at the time. They tried to play to run on a shallow fly to right. Miles Sainer threw to Trey Schwartz. His relay throw was in time to throw out the runner at the plate for a double play. And then with runners on the corners, Urbandale tried to get the runner on first in a pickle to let the other runner score from third, but Ottumwa tagged him out before that could happen. Now Garrett Christensen takes a pitch down low, ball 1. And so immediately after Urbandale went from bases loaded, nobody out to not scoring, Ottumwa came up in the top of the 5th inning and put 4 runs on the board to turn a 3-run game into a 7-run game. So here in Game 2, it was Ottumwa taking advantage of opportunities that Urbandale did not. Game's not over yet. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1 to Christensen. Mitchell up to 75 pitches now. Well, I thought his pitch count was headed way higher after he loaded the bases with nobody out last inning. A swing and a miss. Ball gets all the way to the backstop. It was in the dirt 1-2. And that one got a piece of the umpire, and he'll have to try to walk this off. He says he's okay as he gets back behind the plate. One and 2 to Christensen, 1 out, nobody on. Garrett Christensen is 1 for 2 with a single in this game. Right-hander to left-hander. Mitchell lines and the pitch. Liner fair down the right field line. Over to get it is Sainer. Christensen around first on his way to second. And he will pull in there with a 1-out double. Urbandale's not going to go away quietly, even though they're down 7. Drew Dykstra, the batter, he is lined out to third. A great play by Jesus Jaime, and he's bounced into a double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Drew Dykstra.
Remember, it was the 5th inning in Game 1 where Urbandale hit back-to-back homers to tie the game at 4. The Jayhawks hoping for another later inning rally here in Game 2. They've got their big bats coming up. After Dykstra, it's the home run hitters Cool and Harris. That pitch downstairs to Dykstra, ball 1. One and 0 the count. The next offering. And there's a fly ball to right center on his horse McKinnon. He'll have to play it on a hop. Base hit. Christensen had to hold up to make sure it wasn't caught. He'll stop at third, but now it's 2 on, 1 out for Cool, who's 1 for 2 with a single.
Now batting the designated hitter, Dylan Cool.
Ottumwa's closer is Mitch Wood. The Bulldogs don't want to go to him in the 5th. Now, Adam Greiner was warming last inning. Runners on the corners, 1 out. With a 7-run game now, the need probably doesn't feel as urgent, but Cool has 5 home runs on the year, including a homer in game 1, and if he goes deep here, it suddenly becomes a 4-run game. First pitch. Downstairs, ball 1, down and in. Mitchell trying to keep the ball down. He would like a ground ball here and hopefully turn 2. Dykstra getting a pretty big lead over at first. He has 8 steals on the season. And he's running. The pitch is high. The throw down to second. The catch and the tag not in time. The throw came in high. If that's on the bag, they might get him, but it's a stolen base for Dykstra, his 9th. Second and third, 1 out. Now a 2-0 count to Cool. Boy, just never easy against Urbandale. Each team now has 6 hits. Ottumwa at the moment still with an 8-1 lead. The 2-0. Fouled back to the screen, 2-1. If you're Mitchell here again, you're pitching with a 7-run lead. You'd prefer to keep those 2 runners from scoring. But with 1 out, just find a way to retire Cool. If it's a sac fly, so be it. If it's a ground ball that scores a run, so be it. Here's the 2-1. That breaking ball stayed high, 3-1. First base is open, but Sam Harris on deck. He has a home run in game 1 tonight. You'd be loading the bases and giving them an opportunity perhaps to match the 4 that Ottumwa scored in the top half of the inning. The 3-1 pitch, high, ball 4. .84 pitches now for Thomas Mitchell. Sam Harris, the batter, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. You do have a force at every base now, and a ground ball could turn 2 and get you out of another inning. But no margin for error in terms of the strike zone. The pitch. That's off the glove of Moore. Back to the backstop. A pass ball scores a run. Takes away the force play, and it's 8-2. That's the second pass ball of the game against Julian. And that one cost them a run. The first one didn't end up hurting. Now you're back where you were before with Cool at bat. Second and third accepted Terrace, and there's a run home. The 1-0. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. The wind and the 1-1 pitch. Liner into left field. That's down for a base hit. They will stop Cool at third. As coming home is Dykstra. It's 8-3. A double, a single, a walk, and a single here. 4 straight have reached for Urbandale, and the batter is Dawson Roberts, who's walked twice. And now they'll get a pinch runner here for Harris. Caleb German. So German at first, Cool at third, and the batter Roberts. Right-hander to right-hander here. The kick and the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. 8-3. Ottumwa still leads by 5, but still only 1 out, runners on the corners. Mitchell really just needs to find a way to get that second out. Throw to first, not in time. Ottumwa 8 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Urbandale 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. The pitch, high and away, 2-0. Mitchell just keeps getting behind hitters. Two balls, no strikes. Thomas needs a strike here. His pitch. And it's popped foul, backing out of play. 2-1 on Roberts. Cool, the runner at third. German, the pinch runner at first. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Mitchell only has 1 strikeout in this game. He would dearly love to get a second one here against Roberts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas comes set. The pitch. A little bit high, 3-2. Well, there's just no calls at the top of that zone tonight. Jaden Ziegler on deck. Runners at the corners, 3-2 to Roberts. Mitchell sets. Throw to first, not in time. Wanted to see if maybe the pinch runner German was going to be running on a 3-2. Didn't show any sign of it there. Still only 1 out. Got the first out of the inning, then 4 straight have reached. Runner does go, the 3-2, low and away ball 4, got away from Moore, and Cool coming to the plate, and going all the way to third is German. It's 8-4. A walk and a wild pitch. And Coach Yeager out of the dugout. That's going to be all for Thomas Mitchell. As the wind picks up here in Urbandale. At least I think that'll be all. Thomas started to offer him the ball, and John said, not yet. Let's talk about it here on the mound for a moment. Jalen Ziegler will be the batter. He's singled and laid down a sac bunt in this game, so 1 for 1. Bulldogs put 4 on the board in the top half of this frame. Urbandale's gotten 3 back in the bottom half. And it will be Adam Greiner coming on in relief of Thomas Mitchell to try to get out of the jam. Bulldogs do still lead 8-4. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Adam Greiner had been the designated hitter, now on to pitch here in the 5th inning. The junior is making his 4th appearance, no record, an ERA of 6. He's thrown 2 1/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 1 hit batter, 3 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .231 against him. The 2 walks are a little troubling. His walks are one of the reasons Ottumwa is in a jam right now. The Bulldogs still lead 8-4, but Urbandale has 3 runs home in the inning, and they have runners on the corners with still only 1 out. Jalen Ziegler will be the batter. The starter, Thomas Mitchell, can still get the win if Ottumwa doesn't lose the lead the rest of the way. 4 1/3 innings pitched, charged with 4 runs, all of them earned on 7 hits, 6 walks, and 1 strikeout, 93 pitches. He is responsible for the 2 runners on base. And the first batter that Griner will face is right fielder Jalen Ziegler, who has a sac bunt and a single. That single was an infield hit in the 4th inning where Urbandale loaded the bases with nobody out but didn't score. Griner needs to throw strikes here. Walks have gotten Ottumwa in trouble in this game. The pitch. There's a liner in the left center field. That's in the gap, and it's going to roll. 1 run is in. Racing for third is Roberts. He's being wheeled around. And racing for third is Ziegler. The throw to third. The tag. Safe at third. Boy, Ottumwa cannot believe that call. John Yeager out of the dugout instantly. It's 8-6. But John wants to discuss his call at third. He thought Jesus Jaime got the tag on Ziegler in time. 5 runs home in the inning. And John asking the base umpire to go to the home plate umpire for help, and they will discuss this. This usually doesn't get overturned. Let's see if John can catch lightning in a bottle here. And the call stands, and Ottumwa can't believe it. They thought they had the runner out at third. So it's 8-6. Ethan Drown, the batter, who's 0 for 1 with a walk, and suddenly the tying run is at the plate. It was the 5th inning that Urbandale tied the game against Ottumwa in Game 1. That was just 3 runs. Bulldogs brought a 7-run lead into this bottom of the 5th inning, but the Jayhawks have 5. Griner's pitch. Pop foul back, and that'll get out of play, heading towards the press box just behind it for strike 1. You are down to the bottom 3 in the order. So maybe get a couple of quick outs here and keep the lead. The problem, of course, is you're going to have to go through that heart of the order at least one more time now. That closes the book on Mitchell. He'll be charged with all 6 runs that have come home. Still in line for the win. The 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa's 7-run lead cut to 2. Just trying to get out of this inning with the lead intact. Now the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Drown steps back in. Adams 2-1 pitch. Bunt shown, squeezes on, and the bunt is missed. It wasn't a suicide squeeze, safety squeeze. Count evens at 2-2. Ziegler was about a third of the way down the line. There was no one to throw to at third as Zeus saw the bunt being shown and charged in. Griner could use the strikeout here, keep that runner at third. Adam winds and the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3, and that's a big second out for the Bulldog junior. And the batter is Reese Heinen, who was grounded out and flied to right. 0 for 2. Wind kicks up again here at Barton Field. First pitch to Heinen. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Heinen, the 9th man to bat in the inning. What a wild 5th inning we've had. 4 in the top half for Ottumwa. You thought maybe the game was put away, but Urbandale right back in it with 5 in the bottom half, and they still have a runner at third with 2 down. The 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Griner from the windup with a man at third. Gets the sign from Moore. The 1-1. Swing and a foul at the plate, 1-2. 8 runs on 6 hits for Ottumwa, 6 runs on 8 hits for Urbandale. Jayhawks have 2 errors. Ottumwa's not committed an error yet. Griner a strike away from getting out of this inning with the 2-run lead still intact. The 1-2. Breaking ball got away from Moore, and scoring is the speedy Ziegler. It's 8-7. Julian Moore's having a tough night behind the plate. That's probably a wild pitch, but one he'll tell you he should have stopped. 6 runs home for the Jayhawks in the inning, and Ottumwa's lead down to a run. It's 2-2 to Heinen. Griner's pitch up high, 3-2. Camden Tronson on deck. Griner's 3-2. Called strike 3 in the outside corner. Heinen thought he'd drawn the walk. And the inning is over, but what an inning for Urbandale. They get 6 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, a couple of walks, and nobody left. We go to the 6th inning in a nail-biter. Ottumwa 8, Urbandale 7 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Well, I said it's never easy when we come to Urbandale. But I didn't want this much heartburn. Ottumwa scored 4 in the top half of the 5th inning to take an 8-1 lead, but then gave up 6 in the bottom of the 5th, and Urbandale's cut it to a single run at 8-7. Cal Carlson, who got the final out of the 5th inning, still on the mound for the 6th inning, and he'll face Trey Swartz, Carter Thompson, Julian Moore. Pitch to Trey, swing and a miss, strike 1. Swartz 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Well, if Ottumwa ever needed some tack-on runs, it's now. The 0-1. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, in Carlson, kind of an unknown quantity. Had not pitched in a varsity game this season until tonight. The right-hander's 1-1. It came in high, and Trey couldn't check his swing. He goes around, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. For out number 1, second strikeout for Carlson. Carter Thompson, the batter, 0 for 3, a strikeout and a couple of groundouts. First pitch to Carter. Line back up the middle into center for a base hit. Thompson has his first hit of game 2, his second of the doubleheader. That'd be an important insurance run down there at first for Ottumwa. And the batter is not Julian Moore. Adam Deniston will pinch hit. Deniston was the catcher but didn't bat in game 1. And he takes an inside corner strike, 0-1. Adam 3 for 18 on the season with a couple of runs batted in. I presume he'll stay in and catch in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Top 6, Ottumwa's lead a slim 8-7. Carlson's 0-2 to Denniston on the outside corner, called strike 3, and there's 2 down. All 3 of the outs recorded by Carlson are strikeouts. The batter, Tanner Shark, 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch, he's walked, and he's fouled out. Runner at first and 2 down. First pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That pitch lined on a hop, but to the second baseman. Tronson ranging to his right, gets there and flips to the bag for the force. And the inning is over. I thought off the bat Shark had a hit, but instead it is a fielder's choice grounder to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa leading 8-7 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Adam Greiner remains on the mound for Ottumwa. And he'll face 9-1-2, Camden Tronson, Gary Christensen, Drew Dykstra. Ottumwa 8, Urbandale 7. Tronson is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He popped out to start the bottom of the 5th inning, so there was 1 out, nobody on, and it seemed like it might be a fairly innocent frame, and then Urbandale started putting guys on base like crazy. First pitch by Greiner, in there for a strike, 0-1. Ottumwa's softball split with Urbandale tonight. The Bulldogs won the opener. Urbandale won the nightcap. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Greiner winds, righty to lefty, the 2-1. Soft liner over a leaping second baseman Thompson and into right for a leadoff single. The number 9 man gets on, he's the tying run. And here comes the top of the order, Gary Christensen, 2 for 3 with a single and a double.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gary Christensen.
Left-handed batting, leadoff hitter stands in. Tyler Shark is throwing in the Ottumwa bullpen. That pitch was letter high but called a ball, 1-0. Ottumwa leading 8-7. Urbandale, the leadoff man, on here in the 6th, and a strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. One and 1 to Christensen. Tronson, the runner at first, time called. There's a strike, and it's 1-2. Tronson 6 for 7 in stolen base tries. Griner from the stretch. Ahead in the count, 1-2. Comes set. The pitch. Fly ball, shallow center. Over to his right is McKinnon, and he'll make the catch for out number 1 as Tronson retreats to first. Now the batter, Drew Dykstra, who's lined out, grounded into a double play and single. Urbandale put the runner in motion with 1 out. Griner again from the stretch. Runner goes. Pitch is high. The throw down to second. The catch, the tag, and out at second is Tronson. Falling down, but able to make the tag, Carter Thompson for out number 2. Adam Deniston, who did stay in the game to catch after pinch hitting in the top of the 6th, guns down Tronson. 2-4 on the caught steal and counts 1-0 to Dykstra, but now tying run no longer on base. Adams 1-0. Swing and foul. Back to the screen, 1-1. 8-7 Ottumwa, 2 out, nobody on for Urbandale, bottom of the 6th. Dykstra digs back in. Adams 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-1. You want to get Dykstra here. Looming on deck is Dylan Cool. Griner's 2-1. Inside corner strike 2-2. He might have missed his spot. I thought Adam was starting to set up outside. Deniston, that is. But the pitch caught the inside corner, 2-2 to Dykstra. The 2-2 pitch. Downstairs, couldn't get him to chase, 3-2. A walk would put the tying run on base, and Cool, with his power, would be the go-ahead run at the plate. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Fouled back, will do it again. Still 3-2 to Drew Dykstra. 2 out, nobody on bottom 6. Ottumwa leading 8-7. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a high fastball. Inning over. Griner keeps the lead intact. No runs, 1 hit, but nobody left. We're going to the 7th, looking for some insurance. Ottumwa leading 8-7 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Top of the 7th. Last chance for Ottumwa to add to their 8-7 lead. Cal Carlson still on the mound for the Jayhawks. He'll face McKinnon, Sainer, and Wood. Anybody gets on, Jaime.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Bulldogs, the center fielder,
McKinnon, 0 for 2 with the walk. He's got an RBI and a run scored. First pitch, pop foul, backing out of play, 0-1. A 1-1 the count to the Bulldogs center fielder. Carlson's pitch. Ground ball right side, right to the first baseman Harris. He'll step on the sack for out number 1. Miles Sainer, the batter, 1 for 3 since coming in, and he has an RBI single and a run. First pitch, high, ball 1. Now the 1-0. High again, 2-0. Hitters count for Sainer here, and the pitch. Downstairs, 3-0. Boy, you'd love to get a runner on for Mitch Wood and Jesus Jaime. 1 out, nobody on, top 7. Ottumwa leading 8-7. Carlson winds his 3-0 to Sainer. Is a strike, 3-1. Miles taking all the way. Now the 3-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, says the umpire, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff to Sainer. Fouled back to the screen and will stay at 3-2. That pitch was either up in the zone or out of the zone. And the way the top of the zone has been not called a strike all night, I feel like Sainer might have swung at ball 4. But he does stay alive. Still 3-2. Carlson's 3-2. Inside, ball 4. Sainer heads down to first, and here's Mitch Wood. 1 for 2 with an RBI single, a couple of walks and a run. But I don't think Wood's going to face Carlson here. Jeremy Heinen out of the Urbandale dugout again. And that's all for Carlson. I think they're going to go to their closer here, Sam Harris. As Dylan Cool, the DH, has grabbed a glove. He's going to first, and Harris is coming in as he did in Game 1. Although he got the save in Game 1, he's coming in behind in Game 2. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Sam Harris will pitch in both games this doubleheader. He got the save in Game 1, getting 2 strikeouts and a groundout. That was against 6, 7, and 8 in the Ottumwa order. In Game 2, he comes on with his team trailing Ottumwa 8-7. And he'll face the heart of the Ottumwa order with a runner at first and 1 out, Mitch Wood and Jesus Jaime. Tall left-hander. Moves in from first base, and as they did in Game 1, Dylan Cool will leave the DH spot and play first. So it's power versus power here, Harris versus Wood. Before game one, Sam Harris had been 0-1 with a save and a 2.62 ERA. So he hasn't been completely unhittable. Bulldogs would really like to add to their lead. First pitch. A little bit off the plate, ball one. Ottumwa being out hit 9-7, but leading where it counts 8-7. Sainer with a short lead at first. And the 1-0. High 2-0. Hitters count for Wood as the wind blows in. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fouled back to the screen, 2-1. Wood still ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. The next offering, sails over his head, 3-1. And the walk here would put 2 on for Jesus Jaime. Harris steps off and Sainer gets back to first. 3-1 to Wood. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Well, back-to-back walks issued by 2 different pitchers. And the batter, Jesus Jaime, who is 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI double. Cal Carlson threw an inning and 2/3, allowed 2 hits, walked 1, struck out 3 through 26 pitches. He's responsible for the runner at second. That's Sainer. Wood at first belongs to Harris. Pitch to Jaime. And there's a ground ball to first, throw to second. In time, the relay gets away, though, and coming home to score is Sainer. Zeus racing to second. He goes around second, but puts on the brakes. And Ottumwa gets an insurance run thanks to an error. It's 9-7. Ground ball went to the right side. I lost sight of it for a moment. I believe it went to Kuhl at first. He threw to second, but then Christensen's relay throw was wild. So they get the second out. Wood retired 3-6. Safe on the field. It's a safe on a fielder's choice, as Jaime. You can't assume a double play. Griner swings and misses here 0-1. But then Zeus goes to second, and Sainer scores on the error. Third error of the game on Urbandale, and that could be really costly to them as it gives Ottumwa a 2-run cushion. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Urbandale will have their home run hitters, Kuhl and Harris, the first 2 hitters at the bottom of the 7th, but now the worst they could do is tie it. The 0-2. Pop foul to the right out of play, and Griner stays alive. Adam 1 for 4 with a double here in game 2. Wild ball game here at Barton Field. Both games are wild, if we're being honest about it. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over, but Ottumwa gets an insurance run without a hit, a couple of walks, and then a throwing error. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Fasten your seatbelts. Ottumwa leading 9-7 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go.
Seventh inning, last chance for Urbandale. Ottumwa leading 9-7 as the Bulldogs look to split a doubleheader on the road with the number 10 team in Class 4A. We've already split with Waukee on the road when they were number 4. Yet I think that's important to note that Ottumwa's played both of their ranked 4A opponents on the road. They got a 9-6 win over Waukee in the second game. They've got a 9-7 lead here tonight. Dylan Cool in game 2 is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. He had a 2-run homer to pull Urbandale within a run in the 5th inning of game 1. And then the man on deck, Sam Harris, hit the game-tying home run to go back-to-back. First pitch in there for a strike from Adam Greiner, 0-1. Greiner, who came on in the 5th inning, is trying to finish this off and earn the save. Righty to lefty, the 0-1 to Cool. Breaking ball up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nine runs, 7 hits, no errors for Ottumwa. 7 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for Urbandale. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Greiner's pitch. In the dirt again, 3-1. Slugger's count for the slugger Cool. The 3-1 pitch. Couldn't get that letter high strike call. He hasn't been there all night. Ball 4. Leadoff man on, and now Harris represents the tying run. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Urbandale will pinch run here for Cool. And that will be Mason even. So even at first. Again, though, Ottumwa got that insurance run in the top half of the inning, so the tying run's not on base, although it is at the plate. Greiner's pitch, fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Ottumwa got 3 in the second. Each team got a run in the third. Ottumwa got 4 in the 5th. Urbandale got 6 in the 5th. Ottumwa got 1 in the top of the 7th to get back in front by 2, 9-7. 1 on, nobody out. And the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. If this was a 1-run game, I'd be looking for the pinch runner Mason even to be running. A 2-run game, it doesn't make sense. Even does not have a stolen base try. He's just out there to be a faster runner than Cool. If you only have the tying run at the plate and you get thrown out stealing, suddenly the tying run's not even out there. Good breaking ball for a strike to Harris, and it's 1-2. Greiner gets the sign from Denniston. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew him away with the high heat for out number 1. 4th strikeout for Greiner. And now the batter Dawson Roberts, who has walked all 3 times he's been up. He now represents the tying run. He has 1 home run. He's driven in 12 on the season coming into the night. 1 on, 1 out now. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. And the runner at first doesn't really matter here. The batter at the plate is what matters in a 2-run game. The only place where the runner matters right now is if you could get a ground ball, you could turn 2 and end this. Now the 1-0. A little bit high, 2-0. Griner cannot believe he's not getting calls at the top of the zone. 2-0 to Roberts. The pitch. That's on the inside corner, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to the right-handed hitting third baseman. Adam from the stretch. The 2-1. I guess that was low. I have no idea where that one missed. Boy, you can't squeeze the top and the bottom of the zone. There's nowhere left to throw but right down the middle. Counts 3-1. The pitch. Fly ball right center, going back McKinnon, and he will get, no, he dropped it. He got there, but he couldn't hang on to it. It's only runners at first and second because the runner at first even was going back to first. That's the first Ottumwa error, and boy, that comes at a tough time. That was in deep right center. McKinnon got there. He usually catches those. But now the tying runs are on base, the winning run at the plate, and the batter is Jalen Ziegler, who is 2 for 2 with a single and a triple. He's driven in 2, he scored 1. He has tremendous speed. A double play here would seem unlikely. Unless you get a hard grounder to third where Zeus could step on the bag and go to first, although Jesus is playing in on the edge of the grass here to respect the bunting ability of Ziegler. His single was an infield hit, a slow chopper to short, just beat it out. Pitch low and away, ball 1. Boy, can Griner overcome the drop fly ball? It should be 2 out and a man on first. You'd feel a lot better about the situation if that's where we were. It seemed like in that 5th inning, Ottumwa just could never get that second out. Urbandale just kept getting on base. After the first out of that inning, they went double, single, walk, triple, before Griner finally got a couple of strikeouts. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. And Ziegler tripled in 2 runs against Griner last time up. That pitch outside 3-0, and Adams like, where do I have to throw to get a strike? Ethan Drown, the catcher, on deck. The 3-0. Way outside, ball 4. Well, a walk, an error, and another walk. John Yeager out of the dugout before Drown bats. Does he want to bring in a reliever here for Griner, or does he want to talk strategy? He speculated that Mitch Wood would be available tonight. I would have thought that Mitch would have started this 7th inning. Coach Yeager still talking to his entire infield. And what will the decision be? The interesting thing here is you're again down to the bottom third of the Urbandale order where Drown is a 200 hitter. Heinen on, well, they don't have Heinen on deck, they have a pinch hitter. Dylan Sams, who's played game 1, hasn't played in game 2. But Drown is about a 200 hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Griner is staying in the game. It's still 9-7 Ottumwa, but the tying run is at second, the winning run is at first. And the winning run at first is Ziegler, who's the fastest guy they have. Adam will work from the windup with the bases loaded. The pitch. Low, ball 1. That's 5 straight out of the zone. Ottumwa loses this one, they will have given it away. 2 walks in an error loading the bases. The 1-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Had to have it. Remember, Urbandale's had the chance for more in this game, too. They loaded the bases, nobody out in the 4th inning, and didn't score at all. Then they put a 6 spot up in the 5th. The 1-1. Strike, 1-2. A few times in this game, Greiner's broken off that good breaking ball to get a called strike. A strikeout here would be huge. Bases loaded, 1 down. Ottumwa's lead at 2 in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball dipped low, 2-2. Tried to induce a chase swing after throwing that previous breaking ball for a strike. Well, you do not want to throw ball 3 here and put yourself in a situation where you have to throw a strike. So basically, you've got to throw a strike here. 2-2. The wind by Adam and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tipped into the mid of Denniston. And that's out number 2. Can Greiner walk the tightrope and get Ottumwa to the win? Dylan Sams will pinch hit for Reese Heinen. Sams in game 1 played second base and was 0 for 2 with a walk. He came into the game hitting .265 with no extra base hits and 6 RBI. (9-7) Ottumwa, bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Again, no place to put him. It is a 2-run lead. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Mason Even, the pinch runner at third. Dawson Roberts at second. Jaden Ziegler, the fast guy, at first. That pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Greiner has struck out 5 since coming on in relief. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Well, he's trying to keep the ball away from Sams. At 2-1, though, he needs to find a strike here. 2-1 to the pinch hitter. Bases loaded, 2 down. Ottumwa leading by 2. The pitch. There's a strike, 2-2. Ottumwa 1 strike away. A walk, a strikeout, a drop fly ball, a walk, a strikeout. Bases loaded, 2 out. 2-2 to Sams. Greiner. Before he can pitch, time is called. Two balls, 2 strikes. The wind by Adam, the pitch. Pop foul off to the right, ricocheting off the screen and out of play, still 2-2. Greiner came with the heat there, and Sams was just able to get a piece. Again, you don't want to get to 3-2. You don't want the pressure, especially with 2 out of the runners in motion. Adam has his sign. Another 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. We've gone as far as we can go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 out, bottom 7. Ball 4 would mean a run in a 1-run game and the winning run to second. Strike 3 ends it. A base hit could tie the game, should tie the game with the runners in motion. Greiner to Sams, runners go, the 3-2. Called strike 3, and Ottumwa wins. Adam Greiner strikes out the side and leaves the bases loaded. And the Bulldogs go on the road and earn a split at number 10 Urbandale. Boy, Ottumwa did it the hard way in game 2, but the Bulldogs come away with a hard-fought 9-7 victory And they finally get a win here at Barton Field after having dropped their last 9 games to the Jayhawks over the last few years. Good sportsmanship by Urbandale head coach Jeremy Heinen, going over to shake John Yeager's hand before the two teams wave and head off down for their post-game conferences. Bulldogs win 9-7. And just like when we went to Waukee, we leave with a split against the top 10 team. I hope they're paying attention at the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Barton Field, where your Ottumwa baseball team earns a hard-fought split with number 10 Urbandale. They dropped game one, giving up the lead late and losing 7-4, but the Bulldogs hang on to the lead just barely in game two, beating the Jayhawks 9-7. The totals for Ottumwa: 9 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base. Thomas Mitchell does get the win. He's now 2-2. Adam Greiner, his first save. For Urbandale, 7 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, 7 left on base. Zach Kane takes the loss. He's 0-2. The ballgame took 2 hours and 31 minutes to complete. Ottumwa improves to 17-4. Urbandale drops to 12-8. All right, our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics comes up Saturday afternoon. We got a long road trip up to South Winneshiek High School in northeast Iowa, where Ottumwa will play 2 games in the South Winneshiek Classic. We'll face Decorah at 1 o'clock, and then the host team, South Winneshiek, at 3. Both games will be here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Community First Credit Union, Petrito Orthodontics, Reflection Studio, Schroeder Graphics and Sign, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Meridian Credit Union, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, Lisco, Coal Palace Cafe and Books, Blackhawk Auto Body, and Lee's Photography. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach John Yeager for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Baseball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on our live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you Saturday afternoon as Ottumwa plays its 2 games in the South Windsheet Classic. Until then, good night, everybody.